Alright. Miriam. Where's Miriam? There you are, Miriam. Miriam owns a flooring company, and her latest job involves tiling a square room. Miriam's customer, Ms. Rivera, requests a tile pattern of alternating black, white, and gray tiles as shown. Each tile is 1 square foot. Now, what might help is just drawing the next design number, line number 4, and sorry, looking for a pen. If I drew the next one, how many boxes would be on the sides? 6? You guys think 6?
We'll say 5.
Yeah, 1 to 1, 3, 5, so 7. So I should have what in the middle? The black tile. Shaded, super nice. Might be helpful if you have a pencil. You can do multiple shadings. And then what goes around the black tile?
What?
So I'm not going to touch these. What goes around the white tiles? Gray. So let's use a pencil here. Okay, question. What goes around the gray tile?
Black.
You guys said black? Black, white. Yeah, I agree, black. Isn't shading so much fun? Wow, you guys do it on your papers and not paying attention. There's treatments there. So, the think about it here says, what tools can help us analyze the situation? We can draw a picture, that's what we just did. We can sketch a graph, create a table, which we'll do at the bottom, and see if we can write an equation. Analyze Miriam's design of tile patterns for a square floor. Describe as many patterns as you can see. Did anyone know anything about colors? What did you write? Alternating colors? And what are they alternating between? Black, white, and gray. How about the number of tiles? Now I'm not talking about total number of tiles, I'm just talking about like the specific colors. How about the edges? If I said this was an edge, yeah. Edges increase by 2. So you go from 1, 3, 5. Can I not count? That should be a 7. Okay, how about this one? Number of new tiles added to each design. number of new tiles added to each design. Okay, so from design 1 to design 2, how many new tiles were added? 8. So right here we're going like plus 8. Okay. How about from here to here? This one you just counted the white ones. This one you just have to count the gray ones. So how many? I see 5 and 5, so that's 10. So I see plus 16. Okay, so we have the gray there. Now we have to count the black. I already know that's 7, and then 7, and then that'll be 5, and that'll be 5. So it is 24. So what's happening there? Number of new tiles added to each design is a multiple of 8. Multiple of 8. Anyone see that? Okay. How about total number of tiles? Let's see, total. Right. How many total tiles do I have here? 1. And how about this one? 9. How about here? So the total tiles we can say is equal to the number of tiles. How did you get that number 49? So you took your edge, right? He said 7 times 7. Took your edge. Number of tiles on edge, and you can square it or multiply by itself. Does that make sense? So let's say this. Let's just say I have design number 1. How did you get the total of 1? 1 times 1, which is 1 squared, and you get a total of 1. How about design number 2? Is it 2 or 3? So we have 3, so you get 3 square, which is how many? 9. Design number 3. What's the edge?
5.
So 5 square, which is 25. And this one,
7.
which would give us 9. Let's do one more. If we don't have design number 5, do you guys see what's happening here? We ran out of pictures. But just because we ran out of pictures doesn't mean you run out of the math. How many is going to be on the edge?
9.
And 9 squared is? 81. Okay. Let's now see if we can sketch the design for a square floor that is 9 by 9. So I'm just going to put in black. And then white. I messed up. I put a box around it, so not to circle any of those. And the next one is gray. Let's do some gray. So here we're creating a visual, super helpful. What goes after gray? Black. I like shading. If I had more time, I would shade those super nice. And then of course the last one is white. Okay, so how do you fill out this table here? This kind of just summarizes what's happening. And I can use what we already see. So the square dimensions here, this is a 1 by 1. So let's write that 1 by 1. The edge color, what's the edge there? The one you see, that is what? Black. So we have 1 black tile. How many white tiles do you have? and grays. And if you kind of add all these up, you'll get a total of how many? 1. Okay. Design number 2, so this is design number. Number. Our design number is what's on the slides here? So this is a 3x3 color. Okay. What's the edge color here? I got white. How many black tiles? Whites? 8. Any grays? And altogether you have 9. Here I got 5x5. My edge, what color is that? Gray. And then number of black tiles, 1. The whites, 8. And then the grays going around, if I count them, 16. Okay, design number 4. Seven by 7. And the edge here is what color? Okay, careful now. Do you have 1 black tile?
No.
How many we got? I have 24, which is on the outside, right? That's the new tiles. And then you have that one, so you add 1 more, you got 25. Do the white tiles change?
No.
And gray tiles change? No, because we only added black, right? And if I add those up, that one should have been 25 and this one's 49. Uh-oh. There's no picture. Let's try to do it without the picture. What do you think it's going to be? No picture. Filling that out. What is it going to be?
9.
Good. What color? Okay, see if you can see it. Number of black tiles. Well, I'm only adding whites, right? So that means the black tiles stay the same. So it's going to be 25. Okay, now watch this. If the edge colors is white, I only added white tiles. Black stays the same. Gray stays the same. And I know that 9 times 9 is what? 81. So I can subtract these two to get that one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
81 minus 25 minus 16 gives us how many tiles? 40 tiles. Okay, you tell me the rest. Let's do the next one. Boys, what goes here?
11.
What is 11 times 11? Boys, what is your edge color?
Red.
Yeah, you can follow the pattern, right? I don't know if you guys are reckoning some patterns. Watch this. Use my color coding highlighters. See them? Okay, boys, how many fill this up? 25. Remember, you're adding only gray tiles, so these will stay the same. And if you subtract, you will get 56. Right? 25 plus 40 plus 56 gives me 121. Alright, girls, you're next. What do we got? Okay. Black. Oh, we'll come back to one, right? Girls here?
40.
Good. Good. 13 times 13. And I need a number that adds to 40 to 56 to get 169. 73? Okay. You could do that for the next one or the next one, right? You might need that on the next page because guess what? They don't care about a 9x9. They care about a 45 by 45 and a 101 by 101. So this chart might help you. But I do want to talk about this, which might be helpful. We said, how can you write an equation? So watch this. This is the hard part for the next week. If the design number is n equals 1, the question is, how do I get that edge tile? Because once I know the edge, right, then I can really figure out the rest. So these are all the design numbers. Design is equal to number 6. How can I get that edge tile? Can anyone see it? Someone said multiply by 2. So if I take this number and multiply by 2, what do you get? How do you go from 6 to 5? -1. Let's see if this works. 5 times 2 and 10 minus 1. And you have a 9x9. Okay? So this right here, this equation can tell us the edge number. It's not going to be super helpful because I don't want to sit here and draw all the pictures. Does that make sense?